Good morning, everybody. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live at 5:34 in the morning from Leander, Texas. Yep, it is Monday, and yeah, I'm tired, but about ready to start this week. No holidays, no days off, just a straight up full work week. So yeah. This is my video blog, and that's pretty much all it is. It's not financial advice, and it's not any type of educational material, that's for sure. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is just a video blog of me talking about just things on a daily basis that I read the day before, or even sometimes just right on camera with you of stuff in the crypto space. And yeah. Ooh, yeah, it's Monday. And it is it's not April, it's September 13th, 2021. And this is episode, 265? So, yeah, as you saw my new intro there, all the episodes are racking up. And yeah, I made that little collage yesterday because I just thought I was getting kind of tired of the cowboy animation. And previous to that, I had the flying sign animation. So I was like, man, maybe I'll just make something new. So I was like, I had all these images of all the cover images for every single episode just sitting on my computer. And that wasn't even all of them. There's some on my laptop too. So I didn't even bother getting those. And I just kind of just slapped them all together and just, yeah. Oh, yeah, but I'm not here to shill anything. I'm just here to talk about some stuff that I learned in crypto. And so, yeah, take it for what it is. All right. So let's see here. Let's go to CoinGecko and see what we have here. It was on the Avagachi. So let me put it on the actual market here. Okay, so where are we at? Bitcoin's at 44,776. So, if you want to find a good entry point, I mean, not financial advice, but this might be a good time to jump into some crypto, because Ethereum's at 3,002. I never thought that I would see the day when I'm sitting here saying, hey, this is a good entry point. Ethereum's at $3,249 or $45. It's just I never thought I would see that day, and here it is. And who knows, maybe this time next year, I'll be looking at Ethereum and being like, well, Ethereum's, just about $9,800, just under $10,000. It might be a good entry point. Maybe I'll be saying that. I mean, with the way that Ethereum is being burned in EIP 1559, and then with all the Ethereum being used on Arbitrum. Arbitrum, what it does is it takes batches of Ethereum and it uses them to verify transactions, and it's doing quite a bit of them right now because a lot of money has been moving over to Arbitrum. And Arbitrum, if you don't know, is a layer 2 solution for Ethereum, because Ethereum layer 1, the base layer of Ethereum, is clogged up, and the gas fees are really high. And so if you aren't an institution or a whale or somebody who's very wealthy or whatever, Ethereum is going to be kind of difficult for you to move with your little pockets. And I have very little pockets, and anything that I've had on Ethereum previously is just kind of still sitting there, and I'm not touching it. When you pull out of a smart contract, okay, you can send Ethereum, and now it's still from wallet to wallet, and that is still, the gas fees are costing more and more. And then moving on to layer 2, or moving back from layer 2 to layer 1, those gas fees are pretty expensive. But whenever you are staking something and putting something in a contract, like on Aave or Compound or any of these other type of DeFi instruments, that is a smart contract with a lot of words in it, and it has a lot of characters and a lot of components inside of that smart contract. And the more bloated a smart contract is, the more gas it's going to cost on Ethereum. So keep that in mind whenever you're locking your tokens up on any type of layer 1 platform with Ethereum, because the more in-depth and complex the smart contract is, the more characters there are typed out. Like, say for instance you create a doc in Notepad and then you have to create a program. Well, the more complex the program is, the more characters and more space that'll take on the block, and the more space that takes, that costs money. So it ends up costing you more gas in order to get it done. And especially if there's a lot of demand for it and a lot of people trying to get the same type of transactions done. If you happen to try to pull in or put in or take out at peak hours or peak times with a lot of demand, Ethereum works on an auction system in which the highest bidder gets their transactions put on the block first. And when you're competing against whales and you're just a little Joe Schmo like me, so you can see why a lot of people are going to layer 2 solutions such as Matic, which I've been having fun playing around on Matic, and then going to Arbitrum as well, and I've been having some fun with Arbitrum too. And then there's other ones like Optimism. I don't really know much about that, honestly, because I was having some issues with it and it was costing a lot, and I was just like, why? I don't know. I mean, somebody else might have a better experience with Optimism than me, but that's just my take on that so far. I don't want to sit here and be a judge on it, but yeah. And then Loopring itself is another layer 2 system, and it's a little different. I'll let you go experience it for yourself. And then let's see, what else do we have? There's some others. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a layer 2 for you for Ethereum. Then there's other blockchains, such as Solana, which is now building DeFi apps. And it was just in number 6 yesterday, and it's at number 7 today with XRP pushing back ahead of it. And Solana got up to around 200 a couple days ago. Now it's down to 159.13. So congrats to those of you who may have turned a really good profit on Solana. I didn't buy Solana, and I was all right when it hit 200. I was like, oh man, maybe I should buy into it, and I'm glad I didn't. So, but I'm not really into all this just for the price action. I mean, I love the price action. It's fun, sitting here watching all this stuff like a horse race. But it's not real. I mean, I really am in it for the tech. I'm seriously in it for the tech. Yesterday's show was all about SVG graphics. It was about POAPs and NFTs, and it was about decentralized identity and how all that will integrate with DeFi. And that's, I barely talked about token price or anything like that. I mean, it's not paramount to me. I'm investing in these projects because I'm investing in the technology. And I think that Web 3.0 and Blockchain 3.0 is going to be widely adopted in the general populace and DeFi and all that stuff. And I'm betting on that as a whole, and I'm trying to put my money into projects that I think best represent that progress at a reasonable, steady rate. I don't always want to pick the fastest rabbit in the bunch, or the fastest horse in the bunch, because sometimes the projects like that tend to peter out. And that's kind of what I'm worrying about Solana right here. Right now, Solana is the fastest horse. But, Ethereum is the most well-established. Bitcoin is kind of its own category over there. I see Bitcoin now as a store of value. It's, reliable, Bitcoin is to me like gold, and you always want to have something there as a hedge, as something that really is not going to budge that much, even though Bitcoin is still one of the top performing assets globally, just out of all assets. I don't know. But yeah, Ethereum to me is where Bitcoin is kind of leaving off, and smart contracts. People are sitting there saying, well, you can, we're building functionality to build smart contracts on Bitcoin. We're building, what if NFTs are able to be made on Bitcoin and stuff like that? Sure. Okay. You can rig up an old computer or an old calculator to do what you want, and maybe run a program on it and stuff like that. But is it built for that? I don't see. That's what I'm saying. My only concern is large institutions such as the World Economic Forum and stuff like that. All these people who are trying to put out this great reset and everything like that. Are building and using DeFi and Ethereum now and trying to use it to their advantage and create this, two-tiered social credit type of system, and that's not the original intention behind things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and a lot of these cryptocurrencies. So in a way, it's what was being built originally to go around the banks or underneath or over the banks is now being adopted by the banks. So that's a little bit of a concern for me. So I'm just waiting it out though, and waiting to see, because I am part of the bankless DAO. That's the point of it, to be bankless, not unbanked. There's a differentiation there. Unbanked are people that don't have any type of economic rights whatsoever. So bankless is to be able to have the option to put the bank to the side and operate outside of the banking system and still succeed in life. Okay, so all right, so Cardano is at 240. Cardano yesterday just, I believe, came out with its whole smart contract capability in the Alonzo update. So I don't honestly know a whole lot about that, but if all this is successful, possibly expect to see some price surging in Cardano. Don't ask me for seriously price advice, but I'm like the last person you should ask. But they did roll out their smart contracts yesterday. Let me just take a quick look here. Cardano Alonzo update. I know the Voyager wallet completely updated their Cardano. I guess in whatever their Cardano capabilities to the Alonzo update. So so Crypto Potato. I like Crypto Potato. This is a good news outlet right here. So let's see here. Cardano now has smart contract capabilities. All right. Alonzo mainnet upgrade went live. The wait is finally over after years of researching and producing multiple peer-reviewed papers on the network structure, potential ideas, goals, and whatnot. Cardano now has smart contract capabilities to further bolster its ecosystem. Oh man, Cardano, I've been up and down, teetering around. Cardano's been kind of a mixed bag of emotions for me because, they're constantly stalling about this whole they're doing peer-reviewed research. You don't want to fly a plane until you have it completely, your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Sure, I get it, right? You don't want to fly, you don't want to have anything go wrong with an airplane while it's in the air. But there has to be some reasonable point where you crap or you get off the pot. It's like that kid at the diving board just standing on the end, and you have everybody around the pool being like, do it, and everybody's all hyped up for a while, and then the kid's sitting there, legs shaking and stuff like that, and then they just basically walk back to the ladder, and you're like, but then they walk to the end of the diving board, they're about to jump, they're like, oh yeah, and then they walk back to the ladder, they walk back to the end, they walk back, and then they keep going back and forth, and they sit on the edge of the diving board. You just finally oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom, okay man, this is getting old. That's kind of like how Cardano's been with me, and so the smart contracts are live. So let's see what happens. As of now, Cardano saw an important serious? Okay. As of now, Cardano saw an important hard fork go through, and Alonzo is now live on the mainnet. What this means is that the network supports smart contracts, enabling various teams and projects to start building and deploying their protocols directly on Cardano. So input, output, IOHK, those are the people who really do a lot of the development on Cardano. And I do have to say, though, I have to give Cardano some credit. They have been on, where is it? The GitHub tracker or something like that. It's on Twitter, and they track monthly activity on all the crypto platforms. And Cardano has had the most development activity, and if that's something you base your investments on is a development activity, then that might be something worth looking at. And Cardano has been very high on that. So let me see if I can find that. real quick. GitHub development activity tracker. So let me see if I can find something like that real quick. Notice I use pre-search and not Google. All right. So activity watch, GitHub. All right, let's see here. Okay, so github.com activity watch / activity watch. Okay. Oh man, are you serious? Where's that thing on Twitter that lets you see really easily the top 10 GitHub and let's see real quick, viewing a summary of repository activity. You can view an overview of repository pull requests. Okay, so activity tracker. Okay, well, all right, I'm not going to sit here and try to go down too far. I know on Twitter somewhere there's some way to find that. But anyway, if that is what you base your investment prospects on, is development activity, well, Cardano would be pretty high up there. Okay, so upgrade successful. One of the important things to keep in mind when talking about smart contracts on Cardano is Plutus. It's the framework that enables functionality. Plutus Core is used to define the parameters of the extended UTXO model. According to the team, it offers unique advantage over different accounting models. So UTXO is what some blockchains use as the way to provide accounting. And UTXO is basically like dollar bills. You know, I give you a 20 and I want to buy something for $3, and you may give me back a 10, a 5, and 2 ones to equal $17, and that's change. And all that's done using fungible type of assets, and it's kind of I give you a bill, you give me change, and you give me new unspent transactions. Unspent transaction output is what UTXO stands for. And then Ethereum uses an accounting model. An accounting model is just basically just like your bank account. You know, you have a balance there, and it's attached to your Ethereum address, and it's just added to or deducted from that particular balance. And so whenever you were to spend Ethereum, all it does is take away from that account balance. From that, it doesn't use a change system. So there's pros and cons to both models. But Cardano chooses the UTXO model. I know Zilliqa chooses the UTXO model. Komodo blockchain is the UTXO model, but Ethereum is the accounting model. So moreover, the Plutus application framework provides access to applications and services that run on the network. It should also include a full web browser interoperability. The rollup wasn't without its hiccups. It was recently brought up that there's a fundamental concurrency issue within the fundamental design of Cardano's smart contract capabilities. This basically means that multiple users can't interact with a protocol at the same time. So no, okay. However, Charles Hoskinson, as well as Input-Output, the team behind Cardano, went to explain in depth to explain the entire smart contract model of the network. And now this is not an issue. Okay, multiple users can't interact with it. So is there no multi-sigs? And a multi-sig wallet is whenever multiple people have the key to one wallet? Is that what this means? I don't know. Moreover, a couple of days ago, Input-Output published a brand new blog that explains Cardano's EUTXO approach to smart contract execution and how it offers greater security, lack of charges for failed transactions, and full cost predictability. In any case, with today's hard fork going through, this marks a new era for a Cardano project, and it's interesting to see how it will impact its ecosystem going forward. Okay, all right, so Cardano now has smart. I wasn't even planning on talking about, not that I ever really plan on talking about anything, but interesting to see. So if this is successful, you can possibly expect this negative 10.5% over the past 7 days to turn into some kind of positive, but we'll see. So Tether's $1, Binance Smart Coin, and Binance Coin. No smart, just Binance Coin. All right, it's 413.08. Solana, like I said, number 6 is in 184. Oh, it just moved up to number 6 from number 7 since I've been talking. So I guess Solana and XRP are having a little showdown over here. The Doge. Okay, if you look at the top 20 cryptos, and you will realize that there is absolutely no rationality behind anything that's going on in the crypto market right now. There's zero reason why Dogecoin should be number 8. Absolutely zero. And yeah, I don't think Bitcoin Cash should be in number 15 either. It's just blows my mind. But hey, here we are. Internet Computer, ICP, this kind of a World Economic Forum shield token, trying to be out there to be the new Ethereum. It's like McDowell's. I don't know. It's just, being pushed out there, and it's number 19 in market cap. So it's got a lot of big money trying to push it. And then of course, okay, all right. So anyway, so let's see where we are. And then Terra. This is one that I've been finding interesting lately. It's been going gangbusters, along with Solana and Avalanche. And there's been a lot of hype. And Terra is a blockchain that is based out of Korea, I believe, and it's at $39.98. It's up 26.2% in the past 7 days. And so if you'll see, let's just take a quick look at that. Got my apple. And apple a day keeps the doctor away. Does it? I mean, I don't know. But Terra is based on the Cosmos, CosmWasm type of Tendermint software development kit type of blockchain builder structure thing. And it uses the UST, which is a stablecoin system, and the Terra Luna is what is burned to keep. So the stablecoin system is not pegged to the dollar in a way. It uses, I don't know how to say that. How do I articulate this? It equals a dollar. It's not really pegged to the dollar because it has the Terra Luna. I mean, it is pegged. Ah, jeez, man. Okay, it uses the Luna coin, and it burns and mints the Luna coin in order to keep it stable. Okay, so that's how it keeps it, the UST, equal to a dollar. But it does this not just for the dollar, but it does it for the yen, it does it for the euro, it does it for a lot of different type of fiat currencies. And the Terra Luna is burned and minted in order to keep that stable coin equal to that fiat denomination. So I guess that's the best way I can explain it. Anyway, how I got onto Terra was I was over here in Twitter, and I was looking at just scrolling through my feed, and Bankless Dow, who I follow on Twitter, was posting. I'm sitting here trying to stall to wait for this to load. DeFi Degens, we need your help. What are some innovative ways to fundraise? We're just brainstorming. Don't get too excited. Selling tokens is the simplest method, but we can leverage DeFi Lego building blocks to do something revolutionary. Little thing that they have the rev in the parentheses, the R in the parentheses for rev or evolutionary. Okay. All right. So anyway, dam breaking. Good to look at how these events went through. People offering suggestions, issue an NFT with a 90-10 loading back to the DAO for a sum. Said NFT is whitelisted by the DAO and the person's right to vote. As the market value is diminished, they lose rights equals game theory plus encourages participation. Okay, interesting. Still thinking out loud, but the wine is good. Who's working on the debt side of crowdfunding? Don't Ave me. Okay. Let's see here. The universe XYZ example of Lobby Lobsters Mint is a good one. Sure, we could dream up some nice bankless generative media between us. All right. And then this one, which stood out to me. And this is why I started looking into Terra a little more, even though I've done a video on Terra before. Use the upcoming protocol on Terra for recurring payments. Suberra protocol. People can lock their stablecoins without giving it away, and Bankless DAO receives the yield. Now, I did an episode not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, on ways for charitable organizations to use crypto to fundraise. And I was thinking, there's got to be some way to people to use DeFi in order to automate donations directly out of the yield of their assets, they're locked up assets, and the yield automatically goes to some person or a group of people or a charitable donation, and then that way that person can donate without ever having to lose their initial investment, or maybe just a slight percentage of the yield. Maybe if they get 10% yield, maybe 5% could go to a charitable organization. I don't know, but this popped up. Subscription made easy on Terra Luna. Join in our discussion. So I'll look at this little here, this tweeter. And subscription made easy on Terra Luna. Join in on our discussion. Just a question: if I decide to unsubscribe with Spotify, how difficult is that going to be? Not many places. Now many places hide the "I want to stop automatic payments from my credit card" function to make it hard for people to cancel their subscriptions. You ever tried to unsubscribe from like some kind of Apple app? It's really difficult, and you have to like go in, or a Google app, you have to like go deep into your account in order to find the spot where there are subscriptions in order to unsubscribe. It's really a pain in the butt, and you kind of have to, you can't just do it real quickly while you're on a bus or sitting at a stoplight or anything like that. Like you have to go at home, sit down on your computer, bust out the desktop and just go deep into your go deep into your account and find where these subscriptions are. And yeah, it's a real pain in the butt. So they said just a few clicks from the dashboard. Okay. All right. So do you guys have Telegram? I'm confused. How does this work? Subscription to what? Anywhere. Netflix, Spotify, and many more websites. So they're pretty ambitious on this. So once you have a lot of deposits, you can probably negotiate discounts with content providers like Spotify, kind of like enterprise bulk purchases, but at massive scale. Although demand is cannibalistic in nature, and there is switching costs, so managing the relationship with the content providers during the ramp up to critical mass is quite important. Okay. All right. So anyway, there's just a bunch of comments on here. Let's go in here to our discussion on Terra Luna and see what the deal is. So this is the Agora. This basically their forum. They just choose the word Agora, the Greek word for open space. Marketplace. All right. Do you have agoraphobia? Fear of wide open places. Okay. Hi. We are the team behind Suberra, and we would like to solve the challenges of automated payments on the blockchain. Today, subscriptions within the crypto industry still heavily rely on credit card payments. A decentralized on-chain recurrent payment solution has yet to take mainstream. This was published on May 17th, so it's been a little minute. So 4 months ago. So I guess this is the interface, the Suberra, and I went to the website to try to dig it up, and it's not out yet. It's incoming. So let me make sure I don't lose my place here. But here is the website, Suberra.io. I did a search for it, and it is you'll come up with tons, if you Google Suberra, tons of high density cork solutions. No, this is not a high density cork solution. This is a recurring payment for Web 3.0 solution. So if you find high density cork, you're at the wrong place. Suberra is a payment infrastructure for Web 3.0. Our software and APIs allow businesses to accept recurring payments from users with stablecoins to pay for things like subscriptions. Pay subscriptions using stablecoins. Our software and APIs to allow business to accept recurring payments from users with stablecoins to pay for things like subscriptions. Now, this is not the first and only subscription type of payment thing. I've seen Trust Wallet do stuff like this. Not Trust Wallet, Trust Swap. Yeah, Trust Swap. I think that was Jeff Kerdakis' thing that he was putting out. I'm not sure where all that has gone. I haven't seen any more hubbub about that. But that was supposed to be set up to do subscriptions. I mean, I think that was based using crypto, but with the volatility of crypto, I can see how that can be a problem. But this is set up specifically to use stablecoins and the Terra stablecoin. So all that it provides the stability. So pay with stablecoins instead of a credit card. Authorize recurring payments. Earn interest to offset subscriptions. With Anchor Protocol, funds earn interest when it's not being spent. With Anchor Protocol, you actually can earn a ton of interest. I went in and nosed around Anchor Protocol for a little bit. It's kind of a pain in the butt to, especially for Americans, to get all our stuff over to Terra, and then Binance is a pain in the butt for Americans to use. especially in Texas, so I have to use a VPN, and then I haven't done my KYC because I can't on any Binance stuff and all. I don't know. But anyway, so with Suberra, you can cancel subscriptions anytime. You can control your subscription, ship faster, stay focused, go live quickly, integrate Suberra quickly in a few lines of code, pre-built integrations with popular e-commerce plugins coming soon, and optimize operations. Suberra processes your recurring payments so you can stay focused on your core business. So it basically provides an interface and a real quick and easy way to plug it into your website and to jump in and automate your payments, and then to cancel your subscription too, which is really important. So it is coming soon. They did talk about, so it is not, I saw in the comments, hold on, let me go back to that Agora page. Where are you at? There we are. Where are you at? That's bad grammar. I use bad grammar, but at least I'm conscious of when I use bad grammar. Users can deposit into the smart wallet by sending tokens, such as UST, to our core contract. On the contract, users have full control of their funds and may withdraw or deposit anytime. These smart wallets are connected to a yield generation protocol, example given, Anchor Protocol, where the underlying collateral can be used to earn yield. The smart contract governing the wallet enables the following innovations: recurring payments, open payment stream. Anyone can set up a continuous payment which disperses payments slowly to a recipient over a set period of time. Essentially a payment stream. See Sablier Finance. Sablier Finance, if you want to say it in English. Unlocks an ever-increasing token amount over time for a recipient to claim. We think that there are limitless use cases and that can benefit from payment systems, payrolls, token vesting, donations, and the list goes on. Interest generation on funds committed to payment streams, unlike ERC 1620. I need to look that up. We simply do not lock up the amount that is committed in the contract. Instead, we will allocate the capital to a suitable yield generating strategy, such as connecting to Anchor Protocol. Again, they say, we're going to Anchor Protocol, and only withdraw it when needed. This way, users can collect yields on the committed deposit in the stream. Exactly what I said about how to make donations. We think this will be a great way to attract users to commit a larger amount of capital into the payment stream. Merchant integration. In this first product release, we will focus on subscription payments to fill the market gap in crypto today. Currently, we do not see any payment infrastructure who facilitates recurring payments, and we want to address this first. Merchants can integrate subscription payment methods by using our software development kits. Our merchant dashboard for viewing the revenues and customer is also in the works. If you are a merchant who is interested in using this product to accept recurring UST payments for your user subscription, we are interested to hear your thoughts. And then this guy says, nice, I tried to bring this project on Terra during the latest hackathon, but couldn't find a teammate. If you need a front-end developer, let me know. And let's see this guy's project, Atom Finance. So this was the eventtornado.com submission claim, and this was his little hackathon idea. I guess it didn't find any traction because he couldn't find a homeboy or a home lady to jump in with him. But continuous, autonomous, and trustless payroll. So this looks like a pretty good idea. If you're watching this and you're looking for ideas, maybe you might want to partner with this guy because this person is looking for a partner for this project. Let's see. I'm really curious about this. See, this is how I go down these rabbit holes. I need to look up Sablier Finance and I need to look up ERC 1620 and see what the deal is on this stuff. Sablier.finance. 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 Yeah, that's how you would say it in French. Sablier.finance. Sablier is now part of the Hi-Fi family. Learn more here. Okay, the protocol for real-time finance. Paydays don't make sense anymore. Sign up below to have instant access to your earnings through a money protocol built on Ethereum. Payday every day. On Sablier, time means money. Literally, as a worker, you see your earnings increasing in real time in the Sablier wallet. As an organization, our technology helps you get rid of the hassle of payroll admin. After a one-time deposit, our smart contracts will start streaming the money towards a payee without you lifting a finger again. Interesting. Build on Ethereum. Okay. Oh man. So, see, this is the problem with crypto. You get started on one thing, and then you end up going down all these other rabbit holes. And I still got to look at. And then I didn't even get to look at Anchor Protocol here. Because it was being mentioned, Anchor Protocol, over and over again, multiple times, about how that is where this subscription model is coming from the yields on Anchor Protocol. And you know, if I can get this to completely load up, because I have like a billion tabs open, Anchor offers better yield, and easier integrations. So easy software development kit here, frictionless access, no minimum deposit, account features or sign up requirements. Can be used by anyone in the world that has access to the internet. And if you go to the dashboard, the APYs are really handsome, and you can get paid to borrow too. And the funny thing is you can get incentive to borrow. You earn yield from borrowing because they're like, please borrow from us, because they want to keep all this stuff moving. They want to keep the engine going. That at this point, and I don't know how long this is gonna be going, but at this point, you're gonna be paid more to borrow than to I mean, yeah, you receive interest on borrowing. It's just like, what protocol does this? It blows my mind. Good morning, Randy. How you doing? I'm about to sign off here, but like I'm sitting here going down the rabbit hole with all this Terra stuff, and I've done it before, but I was connecting it to this smart crypto payment subscription services, and then the fact that you can use the yields from your Anchor protocol here, from stuff you lock up in Anchor protocol, to pay for your subscriptions, and it comes out automatically, or you can use it to pay to a charitable organization or any type of project that you want to help fund. And all this got started by me sitting here looking at this tweet from Bankless DAO and them asking the general public on how do we raise money? What are some revenue generation sources to fundraise? Somebody suggested Suberra protocol. I got to looking at Suberra protocol, which got me to looking at Terra, which got me looking at Anchor, and then it just, once you get that ball rolling in crypto, it does not stop. And he says Anchor protocol is awesome. It looks awesome to me. It does look like, just like any of these new projects, it's always kind of a pain in the butt to just like start using it and to get all your stuff over to it, or not all of it, but the amount that you want to jump into and dive into. When you always want to dive into something, just your toes first, and just take a little taste tester. On Ethereum layer 1 protocols, that's a little difficult, because the gas fees are so expensive. So bad. But here I found this article, which is a step-by-step guide on how to buy Luna and UST stablecoin from in the US. Because the U.S., with all our regulations and our hyper-sensitive SEC and everything like that, things can get a little sticky. And I did find that KuCoin and Crypto.com might be the best ways to do it, and they kind of give a step-by-step guide on. They use KuCoin as the example. I looked on my Crypto.com app, and I found I can buy Luna on here, and then once I get over to the Terra Station wallet, if I just install that in my browser, then I can swap around and do whatever I need in order to get the UST stable coins and stuff like that. But moving things from fiat to the crypto world is always a pain in the butt, because, for instance, I'm always having to call my bank and be like, yes, this is me. Then Simplex doesn't like my bank, and vice versa. My credit card doesn't like Simplex, and it's just, it's a real pain in the butt. Randy says Coinbase will be providing onboarding for Terra in the fourth quarter. That is good news. As much as I don't like Coinbase, although I do have in stash on stocks, I do have a recurring investment into Coinbase stocks and Riot blockchain as well. But because as much as I don't like myself using Coinbase, I see that it is going to be the popular choice. But anyway, it's always a pain in the butt trying to get fiat up to the crypto world. And for me right now, Crypto.com looks like a good choice. They walk you through KuCoin, which is also seems to be a pretty good choice. But the fees a lot of times are really high whenever you're using your credit card to buy into it. And they have a good little backwards route here of going maybe through BlockFi or some kind of CeFi, centralized finance platform first, in order to eliminate some of those fees. So yeah, I'll link this instructional here for the best way to get your dollars into the Luna and Terra ecosystem, and then from there you can participate in Anchor Protocol. And then whenever this Suberra comes out, maybe you can kind of play around with possibly pointing some of your subscriptions, like Spotify, that always seems to just kind of pop through at the last minute at the most inopportune time and give me NSF fees. And Amazon Prime as well is another one of those. So I don't know, maybe this might be a good option. I'm not, as I say, sitting here advocating for any of these projects. Like, I'm really literally discovering this stuff as I'm on camera talking to you guys. So don't take anything I say for gospel. Gate.io, yes, provides Terra for 5 UST. Okay, I forgot about Gate.io. Good suggestion. I always forget about Gate.io. Let me just pop that up real quick. Gate.io. And I've never used Gate.io. The one time when I was just about to use it, I didn't have any money to use it. But I think Terra is available on Gate.io too. All right. Okay, cool. Well, that being said, yes, I've been on for 42 minutes. Wow, man, I really went over time today, but I sat there and blathered on about Cardano and smart contracts for the first half. So probably shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. And yeah, it's time for me to get out to work. Got to make my smoothie before I get on down the highway. Get on down the highway, on the road again. I try to model myself a little bit after Willie Nelson as much as possible. He was a liberal conservative. It's kind of how I am. Live and let live. You want to do what you want to do with yourself and your body, then that's fine. I ain't gonna mandate it. You do you, man. That's all I gotta say. But I do believe in family and good values. I hope so. So I don't know. But yeah, good traditional values, stuff like that. But aside from that, you do you. I don't want to jump into politics. See? Exactly. Right? Live and let live. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys